As it stands, our program so far is dedicated to the movie Casablanca. We've hard-coded in this value here. What we want to do is to be able to make this a more flexible program. So what I'm going to do is to pick up a value, let's call it $ID, and I can pick that up from the URL line. So we can decorate the URL with what are called CGI parameters. So that should pick up a value from the URL line, and I can use that value in my SQL query. If I save that now and return to here, if I put in $ID equals and then paste in the value, then I can see nothing much has changed. If I happen to have the ID of another movie, then I can put that in place and it'll pick up another movie. Now, because we're no longer dedicated to Casablanca, I can now afford to change the name of that. So instead of calling it Casablanca, I'm going to call it movie.php. And I can also give myself an index page. So this is just a plain HTML page. And what I'm going to do is put in some links so that the user has less to write. So on the first line, I can put in an href to something complicated. So this is a link to Casablanca, and I've put in there the URL, and I can have Good Morning Vietnam alongside that. And you can imagine I could add as many as I wanted there. I can just keep adding movies in. So if I just save that and then reload, the index.html is typically the default page that shows up for the directory. So if I just say movies / then it'll pick up index.html anyway, and I can follow a link to Casablanca and see that, or I can follow a link to Good Morning Vietnam and I can see details of that movie as well.